Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be inaugurating the new Parliament House on the 28th of May. Well, it is considered to be one of the most spectacular buildings in India. Designed to accommodate the growing needs of India's parliamentarians, the building boasts of several firsts. Now, despite criticism from several quarters, the new Parliament building, many feel, is the symbol of New India. Today, we shall take you inside the new Parliament of India. There you see Prime Minister Modi inspecting the construction of the new building of Parliament. His involvement has been very, very deep from day one. Look at those frescoes and look at the ceiling there. Of course, a lot of critics said that perhaps a report should have been submitted, but as it seems, that is a picture that all of us have seen several times over, where he is inspecting and examining whatever is left of the final construction of the new Parliament at the central vista. The interiors have lotus, peacock and banyan tree as main themes because they symbolize several metaphors for this ancient civilization. There is also Constitution Hall, which shall showcase democratic heritage of India. Of course, the national emblem shall adorn the new Parliament building. So take a look, him actually taking active participation in the building and the coming up of the new Parliament, a symbol of New India. So tell me something, what are the memories which will forever sustain for Brijesh Pandey, the reporter who would go there diligently and report?
Well, I think, change is good, but change is also painful, memory-wise, because you would walk into the, you're used to rather a certain memory of the grand spectacle and perhaps one of the most fascinating building in the whole of the country, which is the Parliament, the sanctum sanctorum of democracy. And now, there's always been, a minor changes going on here and there have always been a thought, when you speak to people, member of parliament and all, many said that, it's good that, it's great that we are part of this great democracy and everything. But there's always this, a tinge of sadness also that, that they don't have their own room. They don't have this thing. It's an old building. It's essentially old building. And it could not accommodate the new reality which is emerging out. And I guess, the building was also in some sort of, teetering in the sense that, there were several security audits which were done and it was found that God forbid if something happens, then, then the response system would not be that much. And that is when, the idea of constructing a new parliament was born. And that is how this entire grand plan was set into motion. See, every idea has, whenever you have a political adversary and when you are in a vibrant democracy like India, there will always be accusations, counter accusations, criticism, praise and all. But everything aside, the building which Prime Minister is going to inaugurate on 28th of May, which is also like, the 140th anniversary of Veer Savarkar.
Veer Savarkar, yes.
That building is going to be symbol of Atmanirbhar Bharat. It is going to be in a spectacular building, going by the visuals which we have seen, because we haven't been able to go inside, but look at those still, I mean it's grandeur written all over it, and they have used this local colloquial themes which reflects the diversity that is India. So I think on 28th it will be fascinating to go inside and see firsthand, how this has come up. It has come up in approximately 2.5, 3 years.
That's
so
right.
I think that is also an achievement of sorts, that in a place like where the parliament is, to have this kind of mammoth construction going on and be finished in this short a time is also nothing less sort of.
Brijesh, you spoke about memories, that there is a tinge of sadness. Let's, the old building which was built by Lutyens and Baker, what do we know about Lutyens and Baker? It's, it'll come up on your screen because it's a colonial building. These two were British architects and they had a great hand in building most of what we know today as New Delhi. Let me tell you, the foundation stone, for all those who know, the grandfather of Khushwant Singh, the great writer and editor, Sir Sobha Singh, was the one who actually laid the stone in Malcha Marg, and apparently donkeys would carry bricks, mortar and other cement for construction. It was a beautiful colonial building, and as we know, we are making that transition Critics who said that, Kartikeya, I'm turning to you and asking you, critics said, why demolish something which is so old? But the British also did not know that India shall attain independence in 1947. It was inaugurated in 27 by Lord Irwin, and we made that leap. So don't you think that it is time now for practical purposes and also symbolism to take that leap, Kartikeya?
First thing first, the new parliament is very beautiful. New parliament is very modern. New parliament comes with functional sensibilities. Urban spaces all over the world have been renewed. Even Australia has a new parliament. In Canberra, they had the old parliament. Even as we speak, there's a debate in UK that the parliament in London has become leaky. It has become problematic in terms of utility, and there are articles over it because it requires refurbishment in terms of pipes and other attachments. Similarly, when we talk about our parliament, we have to understand that it was built for constituent assembly. India will be undergoing delimitation, and with delimitation, the size of our Lok Sabha will increase.
Would you agree that the new parliament symbolizes that aptly?
Yes, of course. Change is the laws of nature. There should be change. Change should always be for the better way. Since this new building is a pride for India, not for India national country, it's a pride, and I think this is one. It is going to be best building. And as far as facilities are concerned, new sustainability facilities and we are creating here. So that is very important. And old building is also good, no doubt in it. But we are changing the use of the building. Not that building is not being demolished. That is being used for good use as far as present concerned. But new building is being used for the parliament, and it is being changed. So that is, I think, better in the present context. And we generally, as a planner, I would say that we prepare the master plans and we change the master plans. We prepare the master plan for 20 years. Then, according to population pressures, urbanization, and changing views, technologies, we change the master plan. So this is also one of the part of our daily master plan.
Right.
And this area is being used in a better way, I think. So we should accept it, and it is a pride, I think.